Hello everybody, welcome back to Pap's Train Show. Today I'll be running the Crusader that I built with the 5-car Rivarossi passenger car set and a few other trains. That there is a Broadway Limited 482. The one that just came out of the tunnel is the one I just repainted. Cincinnati Eastern locomotive 5857. That is a Broadway Limited 482 Pennsylvania locomotive. And that is my Rivarossi Chesapeake, Ohio Hudson. I built that one. That one there is an Atlas RSD locomotive that I just rebuilt. I got it, it was just all in parts. I put it together. Here's an upper view of my layout. It's about 20 feet long, about 14 feet wide, with the spur off to the one side where the amusement park and everything is. It's about another 6 feet or so. This is the upper deck. I'll eventually build a lower deck. Alright, here's my Cincinnati Eastern locomotive I just built. It's an Afrin blue box. Just repainted it. That's all we did. Did a little weathering. The Crusader started life out as a Rivarossi Hudson. I'll go over it a little more here in a minute. And then my Rivarossi Chesapeake, Ohio Hudson. What are they, L1s, I believe, that I built. I got a couple of those. And then my Broadway Limited 482 with sound. Have the controls right here for it. When I got it, had a bad gear in it on one of the drivers. Pretty simple fix. They sent me the part, no problem. Took me only a few minutes. They're actually really easy to work on. Didn't take very long to swap that gear out, and now it runs good. This is my Atlas B&O RSD. It's a Cato drive. But when I got it, it was just in a box of parts. Someone dropped it or something. So I had to order some new parts for it, put it all back together. Had to build the front and rear handrails for it. They were missing. And it just did a little weathering on it, just to make it look old. This is one of my V&O cars that I built, or locomotives that I built. It's SD40-2. Just an Afrin blue box. Just repainted it, decaled it to Virginia and Ohio. And then I have a lot of Virginia and Ohio cars and some others. And the caboose for this train I also made. Now back to the Crusader. It started life as a Rivarossi Hudson. Then I changed the rear trailing truck from a Pacific. Made it a 462. Which that's how Rivarossi would have done a lot of theirs. They did the John Wilkes the same way. It's a Hudson with the rear trailing truck changed out to a Pacific. But it's just a Hudson. And I had to make the skirts for it. Started off, took a boiler, shaved it down, got to the shape I wanted with some body filler and other pieces of plastic, and then added ribs, made the handrails and some of the detail parts, and then the skirts were flat styrene, corrugated styrene, more flat styrene. Just glued it all together, made the skirts the right size I wanted, and then glued it all together and primered it, painted it. And the decals I used were an old Walters I think is what I used, decals. It was kind of hard to find. I got a few more over there I found since then. Let's see here. There's the other side. So I made a new top for the cab too, and then I added a few little details front. I think it looks pretty good. It runs pretty good too. And then the tender, it's just a Hudson tender, an old one I had. Just repainted it, decaled it. Didn't do any modifications to it at all. And then the cars, it's five car Rivarossi set. Actually a 4-car Rivarossi set. Just two tail cars, one on each end of the train, because they never turned this train. It just went one way. They had 2 locomotives and the one train, the cars. And when they got to the destination, they just hooked the other locomotive to the other end and took it back the other direction. So the only thing they really ever turned was the locomotive, I believe. So they had a tail car in the front, and then we got 3 other cars, Rivarossi, and then a tail car on the tail. And the tail cars are 105, both of them are. I'm not sure what the actual numbers of the cars are. We got car 105, was that 109? What was that, Ottawa? And I believe 108. And then the 105 again, I believe. Oh no, it's 108. It was 108, 106. And the auto car, 102. And 105 or 108. So there's 2 of the 108 cars, and they're all Rivarossi. And that's how the real train set would have been. 5 cars. It took me a while to find all those cars. Let's do a slow ride by. A little dirty spot there on the track. Also picked this up a while back. It's a 3D print of the Crusader. HO scale. Pretty nicely done too. I just haven't had time to put it together yet. It's designed to fit on a Rivarossi Pacific chassis, which I have. And then there's the tender. Really nice detail. Nice good thick plastic. Even made the trucks. Put wheels in. It's even with the holes for speakers if you wanted to go DCC with sound. And the gentleman that made this for me, he has one too, and it's on his YouTube channel. I don't know if I should give out his name. I'll have to ask him for permission. But his is really nice. I haven't had time to put this one together yet, but I think I have all the parts I need to do it. Plus I got some decals too. Hopefully I got the same decals that are on my other one. Hopefully they'll fit on here. If not, we'll have to come up with something different, I guess. But it's pretty nice. Good heavy plastic with good detail work and everything. I've had it for a while. I've just been busy working on other stuff and ain't got to it yet. I hope everybody enjoyed this video of the Crusader, the Cincinnati Eastern locomotive that I made, even the C&O Hudson. I've got 3 of those. Well, two of them I built, and the Chessie Rivarossi set. And I'll have to do a video on all those together. And I've got still a whole lot more custom Rivarossis that I've built that I need to do videos on, and other locomotives I've built. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.